folks, and welcome back to Amro Minecraft. Today's tutorial is on neutral mobs that you can find in the overworld. We'll go ahead and start here with the cow. Cows are a set of animals that can be found along with many other neutral animals in the game and are a great resource to have. Cows, when killed, can drop raw beef or leather. Raw beef can be cooked into steak, which is one of the highest chicken nugget giving foods in the game. And leather can be used to make the lowest level armor as well as books for enchanting. You can also milk them with a bucket, and by drinking milk you can remove any negative or positive buffs that are on your player. Cows, like all animals, can be bred. Their food that they use to breed is wheat. As you can see, when I have the wheat in my hand, they start watching me quite intently. And by right-clicking on each of them, you get these cool little hearts, and after a moment, two cows will pop out a little baby cow. Oh, he's so cute with his big head. Oh. Next we have pigs, also an animal which can be used as food source. When they are killed, they drop raw pork chops, which can be cooked into cooked pork chops. While they cannot be milked, they can still be bred with the use of a carrot. As you can see, now they're watching me quite intently while I'm holding the carrot in my hand. And when given a carrot, of course, the cool little hearts come out and boom, little baby piggy. Oh, cute little piggy. Pigs are also the first rideable creature in the game. By finding a saddle that you can get inside of dungeons, you can put it on the back of the pig. And by right-clicking the pig, you'll hop on top and ride him around. Normally the pigs will wander around aimlessly, but if you take a fishing rod and connect a carrot to it, get a carrot on a stick, the pig will follow the direction of the carrot. Eventually this carrot on a stick will be eaten up totally, and the cool little piggy will just start wandering around aimlessly. You can also right-click to give your piggy a boost of speed, and using up a considerable portion of your carrot on a stick. When the carrot on a stick runs out, you'll just have to add another carrot to your fishing rod, and you'll get another carrot on a stick. Right-click the piggy to jump off. Oh, and I ended up outside. That's okay, we'll just run around real quick. Run! Actually, I don't even know if I can get in. Oh, wait, this can, right there. Oh, sneak through the fence. Oh, we're so tricky. Oh, we're so tricky. Next up, we've got our chickens. As you can see right here, chickens breed by the use of seeds. You can see that they are watching me intently with the seeds in hand. Come here, chicken. Come here. Are you stuck in the fence? You're stuck in the fence. Oh, little chicken. We'll get another one. There he is. Hey, chicken. Hearts, hearts, and little bitty baby chicken. Boop. There he is. Oh, so cute. Chickens, when they are killed, drop raw chickens that can be cooked into cooked chickens. They can also drop feathers, which can be used in making a quill and book, and also for arrows. And they constantly drop eggs about once every 5 minutes or so, which 1 out of every 8 eggs that is thrown, that was good timing, will turn into a chicken. Also, chickens become a very good resource in that they're self-regenerating. You don't have to grow any other food as long as you just harvest their eggs and throw them. You can get lots of chickens in one place. Next we have the mushroom, as you can see here. Mushrooms are much like regular cows. The only difference is when you milk them, you don't use a bucket. You use a bowl, and they give you mushroom stew for free. Yay! And they are also bred by the use of wheat. And believe it or not, you can breed a mushroom with a regular cow, and you have a 50-50 chance of getting either a baby mushroom or a baby cow. Beyond that, you can also use shears on a mushroom and pop off his little red mushrooms there, which you can then gather up, and you get a regular cow out of it. Mushrooms are usually found only in the mushroom biome. Next we have sheep. Sheep also breed by the use of wheat. Boop, boop. And we get a cute little sheepy. Oh, so cute. Unlike all the other animals, sheep cannot be killed for use of food. However, you can use shears on them to harvest off wool. And after a time, the sheep will eat a piece of grass and regenerate their wool. Wool is useful in making beds and also decorations. Next we have our first constructable, which is the snow golem. Snow golems are created by placing 2 blocks of snow on top of each other and a pumpkin on top. And snow golems are kind-hearted creatures that will wander around until they melt away, and they will continuously throw snowballs at any hostile mobs that come near them. By confining snow golems in a small area, the snow golems will actually be able to create a impenetrable wall that will continuously knock enemies away from your base. When they're killed, the only thing they drop is snowballs, so kill them if you want. Your next constructible is called the Iron Golem. Iron Golems are very strong. In fact, they're one of the strongest mobs in the game. So strong that they can fight off up to 3 Endermen at a time without even worrying about being killed. They're also constructed by using a T-shape, such as this, of full solid iron blocks, which takes 9 iron apiece, and also a pumpkin on top in the middle. Except that one is currently standing there, blocking me from putting the block on top. But that's how you make it. Thanks, bud. Iron Golems will also interact with villagers and villager children. If they're holding a rose, they'll walk up to the villager children and hand them the rose. And they become hostile to you if you attack a villager, so don't do it. They don't like it. Iron Golems can actually spawn in the world regularly without you building them by the use of lots of villagers. There's lots of villagers in a certain area. Eventually, an Iron Golem will spawn randomly. When killed, snow golems can also drop iron ingots. Next up, we have Wolf. And wolves are bred by the use of bones. The only thing is that to breed them, first you have to tame them, which is also done by bones. By feeding them enough bones, eventually they get a little color, they become all nice and happy, get a little smile on their face. Oh, and they will actually follow you around, and if any hostile mobs come nearby you, they'll actually attack them. You can make them sit in order to make them stay in one spot. And I believe I just told you that they spawn by the use of bones, and that is incorrect. It's actually by the use of any type of meat, chicken, or beef, pork, things like that. Also, wolves have a certain amount of hit points, and the more damage they take, the lower their tail will hang. In order to regenerate the hit points of your wolf, you just feed them some meat. Rotten flesh included works just as well. And they will stay loyal to you even if attacked. However, an untamed wolf, if I can get the egg, when attacked, becomes hostile and will attack you. Thankfully, they're actually kind of scared of those red eyes. My cool little guys right here were there to defend me from the wolf that couldn't actually get to me because it was caught inside the fence. Next up, we have villagers. These are villagers in here. I'll go ahead and say hi to some of them. As I said earlier, villagers and iron golems interact with each other on a regular basis. Villager children will actually run around, and villagers come in different types. You can see here, this guy's wearing just brown. This guy's wearing a blue shirt. You have this guy with a black apron, and I believe there's one with a white apron over here. Each of these are different professions. This is just a general villager. This is kind of a priest-type villager, a blacksmith, and a cook, blacksmith/miner. And when right-clicked, villagers will give you the opportunity to trade with them. You can trade all sorts of different items to them for emeralds, and also sometimes they will ask for emeralds in order to get an item. This can be useful when you're creating adventure modes. The items that they will offer you in trade depend on their classification. For example, regular villagers do things like bread and wheat. They may also do items in the game, such as glass or basic tools. Miners will do things like tools and coal, and different iron or different ingots and gems. A baker will do all sorts of high-level food in mass amounts. And the priest, which is probably the coolest one, will even enchant items and give you bottles of enchanting, which are worth experience points. Villagers will also interact with zombies, which are a hostile mob. If a zombie attacks a villager enough times, it has a chance of infecting them and turning them into a zombie villager. This can be kind of scary, especially if the villager that is attacked is a child, because then it becomes a baby zombie, which is just about as strong as a regular zombie. The only difference is it runs, and can be very difficult to fend off. Our last one that we're going to go over today is an ocelot, and it looks like the other ones have disappeared, so I just got this little baby here. We'll go ahead and spawn a couple more in. Ocelots are only found in one biome, and that's the jungle biome. They're also only found at very high levels in that biome. Ocelots are also very timid and shy. And if approached, they will run away, and if it looked at too quickly, they will also run away. However, they are attracted to fish. If you can get close enough to feed fish to an ocelot enough, it can both be tamed and breed. There are a few rules when it comes to taming an ocelot, and I won't actually be able to do it right now. These conditions are the following. Number one, the ocelot has to approach you on its own free accord, which means you can't trap it or chase it down and feed it the fish. You saw that I fed the fish and it got little hearts, and that doesn't count as giving a fish to breed. It has to actually come up to you on its own. This one was just kind of trapped near me. Also, there has to be a minimum of a 7x7 horizontal distance in every direction when you feed it the fish, or else it doesn't count. So right now you can see that they're blocked into this smaller area, and because of that they will not be tameable. Also, there cannot be any hostile mobs around you attacking. You can see that this ocelot is even scared of me right now. I haven't even moved or done anything. See that it's trying to run away, but it can't. The nice thing about ocelots, and this is probably one of the coolest things ever, is that creepers will not come in with a certain radius of ocelots or cats if they're breeded or if they're tamed. And they will automatically go and climb on top of boxes and furnaces and such when they are nearby them. So by strategically placing boxes and furnaces around your house and getting your ocelots to sit on them, you can actually make an impenetrable wall for creepers, where the creepers will not come anywhere near because they're scared of the ocelots / cats. I did say that was going to be the last one. There's actually two more mobs. They're not really too important. They're kind of boring, in fact. This is a bat. They usually spawn in caves and dark areas. They fly around. They kind of get annoying. They can get in your way when you attack. And more often than not, they fly into lava and kill themselves. Other than that, they're not really useful for anything. So that's a bat. And now the last one. The poor little guy died earlier, and so I just kind of skipped by him. But the last one is actually a squid. They spawn in water and float around, and they really don't do anything except float around. But when killed, hey, how you doing, doggies? They can drop an ink sac, which is used to make a book, a writable book, when used with a regular book and a feather. Well, that's it for all of your neutral mobs. Thanks for watching. If you guys found this a little bit informative, go ahead and like the page. I have all sorts of little tutorials, things such as achievements, construction, game rules, combat, redstone, command blocks, all those good things. Go ahead and subscribe to my page if you want to get updates whenever videos like that come out. There will be another tutorial right after this called regular hostile mobs, which I'll also go over them and kind of how they act and what they drop. And then after that, I'll even go into the nether mobs and maybe even some boss mobs if we're lucky. Ooh, yeah. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm Emerald, and happy Minecrafting.